Hey guys, and welcome to my bedroom. Ew. Guys, welcome back. My name is Ali Feller if you're new here, and today I thought that we could just discuss some things that keep me up at night. And maybe some of you have these same thoughts that keep you up at night. So, number one, when I was in 6th grade, I was so obsessed with Stranger Things. I would dress up as 11, like the pink dress, the blonde wig, the whole nine. And I would wear that to school on days that weren't Halloween. And when I wasn't doing that, it would be like a Stranger Things hoodie with like 11's, like, I'll put it here, those like high socks. Number two, I always think about how every person that I've ever met or like spoken to has a completely different like perception of me or like thoughts of me, and like when they think of me, like it could be a completely different idea of myself than I think I come across or like think that who I am personally. And another thing, like building off of that, like what if like jokes, what the fuck, I cut my finger. What if jokes that like I think are funny, that like are funny with some of my friends, like I'll say a joke like that to the wrong person, not like mean jokes, just like things they wouldn't find funny, and like what if that's their perception of me, that like, oh, Ali, her jokes don't land, like she's not funny. But like with other people, we're all peeing our pants. Not to be like conceited and saying I'm funny, I'm not very funny. It's just these thoughts, you know? I'm kind of jumping around, so that's why these are kind of random. Okay, I play a lot of The Sims 4. I'm a Claire Siobhan addict. I love watching her. So, and I also play it, and also only OGs used to play Sims Free Play when they were little, but whatever. I always think about like, why do I keep touching my face? I always think about like, do the Sims like know they're in a game? Because I know like you can get like text messages from other Sims being like, I just figured out we're in a simulation, whatever, but like, really? Really? So if you're in a different household or like world, are the other Sims still like walking around, like hanging out with people? I don't know, that confuses me. Because I know it's AI, but like to me, like it's more than that. Another thought I have is, how do I know I'm not just doing like the bare minimum? Someone's like expecting things of me and I don't know that. Like, how do I know that I'm not just doing the bare minimum? Or like, how do I know that like I'm meeting their standards? That makes sense. Like, without someone verbally telling me, that could also, I feel like, alter the perception that someone has. Like, if they have like an idea of what like you should be doing or should not be doing in their head, and you're doing those things like without knowing they like or don't like that, like, what? We're gonna move on because there's no way I can ever word that right. I know this is a pretty universal one, but like, I cannot stop thinking, like even like late at night, like now, like when I'm trying to like shit out, like throughout like days, like normal times, like I cannot stop thinking about like weird shit I've said, or like weird, like awkward things that like don't land, and like I guess it builds character, but like like I'm gonna think of an example. Okay, when I was younger, I used to go to CCD, and sometimes like a nun would come in the room, and I was kind of like obsessed with, I mean, it was like the time, so like I was obsessed with like James Charles and like Ariana Grande. I don't know if that's like, but I was so obsessed with them, and so every time a nun would come in, I would be like, hi sister, and like what? Like, yeah, the Ariana Grande thing, I would be like, and I know I wasn't even trying to be like funny girl, like because I was genuinely just weird. Like, I don't know if I was genuinely curious or like what the hell was up, but I would say like, what do you think about the song God is a Woman? To someone who like dedicates their life to their religion, and there's 12-year-old me being like, Kittens Charles, Ariana Grenade, like whatever. So yeah, that's the example. Just like I just like things like that will pop into my head, and I'll be like, who are you trying to impress? Sorry, I made deep eye contact there. Sometimes I think about like, if I'm just a bad person and I don't even know because I'm so narcissistic. Like I just think about that. Like what if I'm just not a good person? Like even if I tried my hardest every day, be nice, smile at people, like trying everything, doing everything I can do to like portray, like feel like I'm a good person, but what if I just am not? And like I'm just so narcissistic to think I'm a good person, and then I'm like, but what do they think? That's just back to the perception thing. Another thing that keeps me up at night is like, what if like I'm not scared of like the failure of a passion, but I'm more scared of me succeeding at that. If there's something I'm working really hard for, like I'm less scared of failure because I know that there's like things that I can fall back on or like utilize to just, you know, try again, figure out something else, whatever, if something was to fail. But like, what if it's success? I just end up like being shitty. Another one is like, if I'm like kind of half asleep or like not like lucid dream, like I know I'm sleeping, but like if I wake up and like I still am in that like 10 minutes where I actually remember what I dreamed about, and I'm like dreaming that I'm just like scrolling on my phone or whatever, how am I like making up people and like TikToks and like things people post in my head, and then like who is that? It'll be someone I've never seen, and like I don't know if it's like a mix of like everyone I've ever seen, but like what is that? And then I wake up and I'm like, my phone is not in my hand and I'm scrolling air. Another one I like to think about is my dog, who you have all seen because she's my favorite. Does she think in barks? Like, does she think in little like, no. That was weird. Like, does she think in like woofs? Because I know she can like recognize words, like she recognizes treat, walk, pickles. She recognizes those words, car, you know, whatever. Do they think? Because they're sentient animals. They're mammals. They're mammals. Like, how do they think? Because I know she can perceive what's going on. Every day at 5 o'clock on the dot, she's barking and like sitting at her like food bowl. Like she knows it's dinner time. Scientology. I'm scared. And that's all I'm gonna say because I'm that scared. Another one is people liking matcha. I've tried it. I used to work at Dunkin', like I've gotten it at Starbucks, whatever, like different like actual cafes, not just like franchises. What? It tastes so not good. I've tried the matcha lemonade. I don't know. Same with chai. Chai's fine, but matcha, that's straight up rabbit food. Cow food? Whatever eats grass. Whatever animal eats grass, that's what matcha is to me. Another one is I genuinely think nostalgia might be the death of me. A month ago, I'm like so nostalgic about that. Like, it's really, that's my Achilles heel, nostalgia. If someone brings up like 2009 or whatever. I'm like, God, take me back. Like, I don't know why. And those TikToks of like being like, when I'm on my deathbed in 2096 and I'm reminiscing, and it's like early 2000s Christmas, like you just hurt me so incredibly deeply, and now I can't sleep. We'll do lastly, because this is too big of a list to spit it all at you right now in one video, but why do apps, like just downloading it or re-downloading it, whatever, why does it say like allow app to track across other websites, whatever? Why is there no option for no? It either says allow or like ask app not to track. What if it says no? What if it says like, no, we're gonna track. Also, what is it tracking? Because some apps have my location, and if I'm being honest, I don't think Subway Surfers needs my location. Just let me say no, okay? I don't care about these cookies. Just let me say no. Okay guys, well, that's all for me tonight. I think my head is so clear because I just said so many things that keep me up at night out loud, so I'm thinking that it's off me now. And so I think I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment below things that keep you up at night, or if anything I said is also something that keeps you up at night, because I'm genuinely curious. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn notifications on if you like content like this. Here's a video to watch. Subscribe. Okay, have a great day. Happy Mother's Day, because that's when I recorded this. Bye.